Happy Aloha Friday, everyone, and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host, Chad Owens. Look, we are at the end of the week. We got a lot to talk about, so sit back, relax, and let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. All right, I'm gonna just lead off with this story here. Kentucky freshman basketball player Terrence Clarke lost his life the other day in a tragic car accident. He was only 19. And so, I just want to give my condolences to the entire family, the entire Kentucky family, and, all of his close friends and loved ones. I know this is a tough time to, hear about someone so young with their entire future ahead of them. I'm sure he had big dreams to go on and play in the NBA and all these wonderful things that he wanted to do while making that. So, yeah, tragic, very tragic. And, it's I've said this before that we always get reminded by certain things. There's always perspective in things. And it's too bad that things like this need to happen for us to gain perspective. We never think that it could happen to us, but we're constantly reminded that tomorrow is not guaranteed. And so, and just a message to all you young athletes out there, especially those that are driving. Just like how we do in sports, just like how we prepare in sports, the focus, the game planning, the discipline. We got to utilize those skill sets and take that to everything we do. The household, school, life, and running behind that wheel. All right, making the right decisions. Don't drink and drive. Wear your seatbelt. Don't speed. We don't need to prove anything to anybody. So let's just make sure that we're taking what we're learning as athletes and applying it to everything we do in our lives. And rest in peace, Brother Terrence. And again, our condolences to your family and all your loved ones. And the GOAT has spoken. Tom Brady shared his thoughts on Instagram regarding the NFL's new rule regarding the uniform numbers. The new rule basically allows you as a skilled player, quarterback, running back, receiver, DB, linebacker, I believe, to wear basically any number, single digits. And that's always been a big thing because in college, a lot of guys like wearing those single digits. And in the NFL, a lot of the receivers weren't allowed to wear single digits, linebackers. So what Tom Brady is saying is going to cause for messy football when it comes to identifying coverages, identifying guys. Is that a linebacker? Is that a DB? So the GOAT has spoken, calling it dumb. And he said, well, we might as well just not have any numbers. Just have colored jerseys. So I don't know. I'm kind of in the same line with Tom Brady. It's something that didn't need to be changed. For what? Right? There's probably a few other things in the rules that they could have focused on and to change as opposed to numbers. Anyway, the GOAT has spoken, and we'll see how this season unfolds with all the new number changes. Oh, I know y'all like it when we do the fight game. Look, tomorrow UFC 261 is a stacked card headline by welterweight championship and champion Kamaru Usman taking on Jorge Masvidal. And this is the second matchup between the two. Usman won that first fight, but Masvidal took the fight on extremely short notice, and actually had a pretty good fight against Usman, who normally dominates his opponents And Masvidal took to Twitter immediately after. You know, I think we all, you know the banter that happened between them, saying, I took the fight on this, you know, this short notice. Imagine if I had, you know, X amount of weeks. Imagine if I had X amount of months, full camp, what I would do to you. Well, the time has come to prove, right? Hey, you had a full camp, full preparation to take on the champ. This one's gonna be electric. So I cannot wait to see what Game Bread is doing with the Nigerian Nightmare. I hope you guys are excited to check it out. Let's go. All right, we're gonna talk Big West tourney tonight. Our Bows, our men's volleyball team, is taking on UC San Diego in the semifinal match of the Big West tournament. I know we've got big plans ahead nationally, but we gotta take care of business right here in our backyard first. We gotta win the Big West title in a big way and have that momentum going into the national tournament. So look, let's go out here. So although there's, again, it's pretty ridiculous that we can't have any fans in the stands, but let's show our support by commenting, tagging, taking photos of your, you know, UH men's volleyball attire, tag them, you know, wish them luck. Let's do that. Let's get on social media and pump these boys up because we got to get it done. So with that, good luck, boys. Get that dub, and let's move one step closer to our ultimate goal. Let's go. All right, look, slumps are a part of life. You know, we get into these lulls and these downs, but guess what? That's just a rebound waiting to happen to catapult us into, you know, more success. And that's right now, that's where our UH baseball team is. We're in a bit of a slump, and it happens. We've got good days, bad days, and they've had a string of bad games, some losses, but that doesn't mean we don't show up. That doesn't mean we stop working. That doesn't mean we throw in the towel or try to make up excuses. In sports, you cannot make up excuses. You just keep grinding on. You keep believing that you're gonna get out the slump. And the only way you get out of a slump is you work through the slump, right? So Stephen Tsai has more details of this story regarding the UH baseball team. But I just wanna encourage you guys to keep working, to keep believing. And I know you guys are battling injuries, but that's part of sports. Next man up. Everybody's gotta prepare harder. You gotta put in that little extra effort. Right? Believe harder, study harder. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, right? You guys will get out of this slump together and catapult yourself back on track. All right, now this is a story you're definitely gonna wanna dive a little deeper into. It's by Stephen Tsai in today's Honolulu Star-Advertiser, and it is regarding the UH football team gaining a new recruit this summer, Landon Sims, the son of legendary UH great. I grew up watching this guy play. Travis Sims, number 2 ranked UH running back for most yards gained in the season, just shy of 1,500 rushing yards. Travis Sims, I just remember these huge calves. Big legs, and that's what I remember about Travis Sims. And if his boy is coming here, well, we've got some legacy coming back to the islands. So that's great news for our Warriors and for our community. So again, go check out Stephen Tsai's story to get a little bit more details about this legacy. And that is it for today's show. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. But I want to remind you about something. Okay, Monday, you definitely are gonna wanna tune in because we have a very special segment for you guys. I'm not gonna leak it. We're gonna show some promos regarding this following. So stay tuned, but put it in your calendars. Monday, 1 p.m. Star-Advertiser's Facebook page, the CO2 Rundown, has a very special segment with a very special guest. You don't want to miss it. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Aloha.